Alaikum children. Today we are doing the chapter present perfect tense in your Grammarland textbook, right? So turn to that particular chapter and watch the video. So present perfect tense in this chapter, first we are going to learn how do we write this verb? How do we write present perfect tense verb? So you all have already you already know how to write present tense, simple present tense, simple present continuous tense, simple past tense, and past continuous tense. So if you all can't remember those tenses, please revise them again and then watch this video. So let's move on to this chapter and see how we write this particular tense in a sentence. So the way we write, or in another name we call the form of the present perfect tense, is first you need to put the subject. So subject is he, she, it. So it can be any pronoun or a noun, right? A noun or a pronoun can be a subject, and then we put has or have, and then the past participle of the verb. And there's another thing you need to know and you need to remember always is that has is only put after a singular subject. For example, like one person. If the subject is one person, singular subject, then you put has. If the subject is plural, you put have. So look at those examples I have given there. I have cleaned my room. So there you can see that I have put have. So the reason I put have is, you all know I is a single, right? It talks about a single person. It's a singular subject. But when it comes in a sentence, it acts like a plural subject and takes the plural have. Always remember that. Even you, the pronoun you also acts the same. Even though it talks about one person, single person, it acts like a plural subject when it comes in a sentence. So you must put have for I and you even though they are singular. So second sentence, she has written her homework. So she is one person, singular. So when it comes in the sentence also, it acts as singular subject. So we put has. Then the last sentence, they have played. So they is plural, talks about more than one person. So in the sentence also, it acts like a plural subject only. So we put have. Then here you all can see pink color highlighted one are the present perfect tense verb. So I have put have. Then you can see that I have written the past participle of the verb. For example, in the first sentence, cleaned. Cleaned is the past participle for the verb clean. Similarly, written. Then the second sentence, the verb written is the past participle for the verb write. Okay. So moving on to the next section. Now let's see that means how to change the present perfect tense to negative form, question form, and negative question form. So here affirmative, at the very beginning of this page you have somewhat called affirmative. So affirmative means, children, that is what is the normal sentence. The normal present perfect tense sentence is what you call affirmative. He has left, they have left, she has written, they have done. Like that, the normal present perfect tense sentence is what you call affirmative. So negative sentence. Negative sentence mean here you add the word not after has or have. He has not left. Okay, so after has or have you add the word not. Then how do we change the present perfect tense into question form? That is, first we put has or have, then the subject, and then the verb. That is how you change into question form. he has left is a main sentence. So when you change that to question form, you write as has he left. Another example, he has written. So I changed that to question form. Has he written? They have played. Question form. Have they played? Similarly, for the negative question form, how do we change this sentence to a negative question form? There, you add not. For the negative question form, you add not after the subject. First you have, like similar to the question, you have the has or have. Then you have the subject. And then you add the word not to make it to negative question form. Right? So, moving on to the next part. So now let's see, what does this present perfect tense mean? What do you mean by present perfect tense? Where do you use them? First is to talk about an action or event in the past that is connected to the present. Right? For example, I'll explain it through the example. We have lived in Panandura for 10 years. So present perfect tense verb is here, have lived, in the first sentence. So any action that started in the past and it is connected to the present, for those actions you use present perfect tense. For like this example they have given. We have lived in Panandura. So we started living in Panandura before 10 years. Imagine we started living in Panandura on 2011. So now it's 2021. 10 years passed. So before 10 years in the past, we started this action, living in Panandura. So up to the present, up to now, we're still living in that same place. That's what it means by that statement. Any action or event that is beginning in the past, its begin is in the past, while it's continuing or connected to the present, right? Similarly, the second example sentence, she has made a cake. So from that sentence, you need to understand that even though they have not given the time limit like the first sentence, she has made a cake means that action started in the past, right? But it is connected to the present. She has finished making cake just now. In the present only she finished making cake. Maybe before half an hour she started. So she has finished after that half an hour. Now at the present situation. So that's what you mean by present perfect tense. We'll continue this lesson the next day, children. Thank you.